Hello, friends. Welcome. Today we find ourselves in Madrid, New Mexico, land of the dead. For those looking for a different kind of experience, you need to check out the Madrid Cemetery, or otherwise known as the Bone Orchard or Hippie Graveyard. It is so quiet and calm. The only thing you hear is the sound of the wind. The cemetery is in the up the hill away from the center of Madrid. Hard to find because there's no signs to it. But this cemetery has no races and no religion. Madrid and the entire surrounding area are said to be haunted. People have allegedly seen and heard ghostly forms in this cemetery. The Madrid Cemetery is actually two graveyards, the old and the new, side by side. One is old with traditional wooden crosses surrounded by barbed wire, taken over by nature. The other one, the one that we're looking at now, is rough. The graveyard is full of eccentric art, but it still remains personal, with memorials that seem to capture the story of those that have passed in a noble and intimate way. There's roughly about 300 people that live in Madrid. Not many people know of this cemetery, primarily because it's located away from the business district of Madrid, where a lot of tourists visit. And there's no signs or anything to show where it's located. People don't even know it exists. Walking around the different art and different grave sites, one feels at peace with a quiet. The only sound is the wind. I notice there's a lot of couches and chairs and benches where people come and sit and spend time with their loved ones. Here's this bench, and there's many others. There's even tables. And there's like a stage where I notice there's couches all around, and on the side there's a whole bunch of chairs, that folding chairs that are stacked on the side of the stage, probably where they play music, where they come to celebrate their loved ones that are buried here. And you can see some of the instruments. Pretty neat little stage all set up. There's some umbrellas hanging on the wall here, for in case when it rains. None that it rains a lot. There's even an outhouse, a bathroom. There's a sign for the bathroom. So I'll show you a little bit of it. I'll probably miss some of the grave sites. There's so many, but I'll try to show you as many as I can. It is so quiet and peaceful out here. Each graveyard is unique with the art that represents the person that is buried. It is so quiet out here that you can hear any noise. I can hear a helicopter. I looked up and it's way up there in the sky. And you can hear it. The sound travels all the way over here. I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear a faraway helicopter. Yeah, you can hear the helicopter even louder right now, and it's very far up there. And then, of course, the only other thing you hear out here is the wind. Let's go look at the old cemetery. Like I mentioned, there's two cemeteries, the most recent and then the very old cemetery, the traditional old cemeteries you find in ghost towns around New Mexico. This is very different than the cemetery we just saw. You can see the wooden crosses. And many gravesites don't even have a cross. There's nothing, just piles of rock. And we're back to the most recent cemetery, the most I want to say modern, but it's not modern at all. It's just hard to describe. It's like art everywhere. Show you something different than I typically do. There's those dolphins and this hat made out of metal. Anyways, thank you for joining. It felt good to visit this old cemetery, or not really old, but interesting, unique, different. Anyways, we'll see you until the next one. Bueno, bye.